Good morning and welcome to another video, another pond clean video. Keen-eyed of you may recognise this pond as the one that I showed in my winter clean out where it's absolutely pouring down. Well, today the sky's good. I'm going to be giving this a proper clean out, pumping out all the water, retaining as much of it as I can in the storage area, giving it all a good clean, get all the sludge and debris from the bottom, be putting a new water lily in there in the basket and then refilling it. So as you can see, whilst going through the debris in the pond, I've been finding some newts, some frog spawn, toad spawn, some toad tadpoles I should say, so water snails, water beetles, anything I can see and I can physically save is going to be going in this bucket because I don't want to obviously kill anything off. It kind of defeats the object of a wildlife pond. I've also set up this sheet of offcut of pond liner here and I'm going to be putting all the leaves and debris onto here, so anything land-based can crawl out, it's not going to be thrown away, and obviously if I see anything wriggling that's aquatic, I can put that in the bucket as well. So I'm going to do my very best to save as much as I can in here whilst cleaning out the leaves and debris and sludge from the bottom of this pond. So I've probably got about 2 or 3 inches of water left in there at the minute. Still got some tadpoles in there that I'm going to get out. Then I'm going to start the jet washing, just to wash all these sides down into there, pump out the water using the submersible pump, and then get some more of the debris out. I'm not going to be able to get out all the debris. In fact, I want to probably leave a little bit in there to sort of kick-start the ecosystem again, but basically that lower shelf there pretty much lost with all this debris, so we've definitely gained a good probably 7 or 8 inches, maybe even more, of usable water depth in there where all the leaf debris had been building up over the years. So as you can see, I've rescued quite a lot of tadpoles and newts and some water snails and beetles. I've put them all in there. Just checking this area quite regularly, any signs of movement in here and straight in, and putting them in that bucket. Obviously I'm not going to be able to save everything, but some of the little critters, shall we say, have crawled off the side and they're finding their way out. But obviously as I get rid of this to dispose of it, I'm going to be giving it one last check because I'd hate to get rid of anything I didn't have to. And then it'd be, say, once that's all jet washed out, pumped out, start filling it again. So I'm just going to pot up this new water lily that I've got. I've got some Hessian squares which I'm going to pack around the outside of here, which will keep the aquatic soil within the basket, allow the water to go in and out, but stop the soil coming through the holes and into the pond. I know it's a wildlife pond, it's going to get a little bit grubby, but the more I can keep in there to start with, the better. I'm also going to re-put in the existing lily that was in here. That's in pretty good condition, and also that plant that you saw me take out earlier. So they're going to be going back in along with the pump, so give some good surface area cover when all these lily pads come up, help keep the algae down. Also going to be putting some of these slow release fertilizer balls in to help feed the lily when it's in there. So I'm going to put a couple at a low level and I'll put a couple more a bit higher up, and that way that should keep it fed nicely for a fair amount of time. Okay, and then to finish it off, I'm going to put some of these North Sea cobbles on the surface, and they're going to help stop that soil washing up when the water fills, and also it's going to help keep any aquatic mammals getting through and nibbling at the roots. There's no fish in this pond. It's a lie, I did rescue one. It's not really a fish pond, it's a wildlife pond. The fish have a habit of digging down and trying to nibble at the roots of lilies, so anything you can do to stop that is good. Now a lily is the only aquatic plant I like to put in a pot, mostly because how invasive the roots can be. It's good to keep it contained within the pot. Again, that's another thing that the Hessian does, stops the roots growing out and finding their way into the subsoil. As you've seen with all my other ponds, I'm either planting into low nutrient subsoil in a wildlife pond directly, or into river gravel and rocks in an aquascape ecosystem type pond. Okay, get that one in along with the other two plants, put the pump in and start filling this up. So just started to fill the pond. I'm emptying this water up first using the rainwater, then I'm going to pump back out this existing water that I kept in this tank. It's a little bit murky, but it's the kind of water that the newts and the tadpoles have been used to, and then the rest of it's going to have to be filled up with tap water. But as long as I can get a fair amount of rainwater, hasn't got any chlorine or anything like that in it, like tap water, all the better. So as you can see, I've turned the fountain on and the waterfall on, which you can see running down here. That runs nicely behind that plant there. So obviously I'm going to leave this fill in for a bit. I'm also going to leave all this leaf debris that I pulled out earlier. I'm going to leave this out overnight, and then hopefully some of the insects and water dwellers, shall we say, will find their way back into the pond. But I'm going to leave that there tonight, tidy that away tomorrow, and then I'm also going to bring a little net with me tomorrow and just take out this extra little debris which obviously has got in, but there's no point doing anything now until it's settled down a bit. It's all just agitated back up. But as you can see, there's all of this debris that's come out the bottom, plus probably, I don't know, another 10 of those big yellow rhino tubs worth of sludge that's gone straight out to the skip as well. So a fair amount has come out, and a lot more water areas, volume should I say, is available in there now because of the lack of debris at the bottom. So we are up to water height now. Pond is looking very nice in the sunshine. Like I say, I can leave it now, get a net here tomorrow whilst I do a couple of other little jobs for the customer, and then hopefully a lot of the wildlife that's been in that sludge and leaf pile would have made its way into the water, and then I can get that tidied up for the customer whilst we've got the skip on site. So that is me for today. So it's the morning after now. The pond is still looking lovely. I've got all of that sludge and leaf litter disposed of now. The customer did say that yesterday evening she did see a lot of, in her words, creepy crawlies making their way back into the ponds, which is fantastic. So we've got the part of the ecosystem back in there at least, along with the newts and the tadpoles and the fish. We've got a lot of the critters back in the pond. So yeah, another job. See you on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.